kufara zvamuchosi. Hatisi kufara kuti munhu kana amhangara kumapurisa kunenge chitotarisira kuti mapurisa achaongorora zvinenge zvamhangarwa izvozvo. Asi zvatiri kuona kuti mapurisa anenge achitotsondoresa munhu anenge atomhangara mumhangari iyeye. Saka hatisi kufara. Tichano zvanzi nemagweta edu kuti vachanoenda kuHigh Court kunoisa appeal kubirikidza nemutongo wapiwa namagistrate.
Tanzania nenyaya yekuti havange vasiri kudya kubvira musi wechishanu.
Hongu zvanzi namagistrate kuti vanofanira kupiwa chikafu nokuti kubvira Friday pavakaenda kuchikurubi vanga vasingadye chikafu. And that's the other problem that we have, that they've not been allowed to eat. Why? And that adds to the torture. It's just torture. It's persecution. That's the difficulty with the case involving the MDC trio. They're being victimized for having spoken out about their abduction and torture. The state would have preferred that they kept silent. Why? What explanation could there possibly be for the fact that they've not eaten since Friday? They're not allowed to see their lawyers. They're not allowed to get food. That should not be in a free, democratic nation.
So what was the judge's reason for denying them bail?
They said that there's been international outcry. They said that, because the reduction is causing destruction of the economy. We know that all those reasons are...
Congratulations. Now that your colleagues have been denied bail, how do you feel?
No, well, the reaction is always clear, that it confirms what we've always been talking about, that the state or the illegitimate regime that is led by Emmerson Mnangagwa is afraid of his own people. They got there through a rigged mechanism. Therefore, they do not respect fundamental human rights. What you are seeing today is a confirmation that Emmerson Mnangagwa is evil. Now I no longer wonder on why people call him ED. Probably it represents evil dispensation. Because what you are seeing ever since he got into power, there's nothing new. Rather, it has been a perfected art of the past. Emmerson Mnangagwa does not respect rule of law at all. Bail is a fundamental human right. But as we see right now, it has not been granted to people who did not commit any crime. What is happening right now is a desperate attempt by the state to silence the voices of these three ladies. They were abducted, they were tortured, they were sexually assaulted. And that is a fact which is on record. What the state is now doing is that they want to try to divert the people's attention on issues that really matter. ZANU-PF has over the years tried to divert the attention of the people. But we are not going to be moved. We are not going to be shaken. We are clear and unequivocal. These three ladies are not criminals. The criminals are moving scot-free. The criminals are the people in ZANU-PF who have perfected the art of plutocracy and corruptocracy. And that must not come to an end. We will not allow this to continue. And what you are simply saying that Emmerson Mnangagwa, he failed in everything in as far as respecting the constitution is concerned. To start with, we have a constitution of Zimbabwe. Everybody has the right to demonstrate and petition, and everyone is allowed to do that. Secondly, it is a fundamental human right, as I alluded earlier on, for one to be granted bail. But that is not happening. The courts are clearly captured because they do not respect the voices of political dissent. It must not be in any way criminalized to say Emmerson Mnangagwa failed. That message must be known and amplified by anyone. So the moment you start criminalizing a message that is being amplified, a fact, it simply means you are not a people's person. Emmerson Mnangagwa is illegitimate. What these ladies are fighting for is the simple fact of fighting for justice in their country. We cannot allow this to continue. We cannot live in a country where people are afraid of their own police. That is a mismatch, and it's a disaster for the current country that we are surviving. And as a generation, we have a responsibility to ensure that this comes to an end. If it means arresting every one of us, let it be. That is going to be the way forward.
So what are you going to do as the MDC youth?
We've realized that the courts have chosen to be more political than being in the judiciary. Our response is purely going to be political because we believe that they are being victimized. It's persecution. It's persecution by prosecution, which is an issue to do with political issues. So we are going to remain geared in the political zone to ensure that we bring a political response, to bring justice to the people. In fact, what we are simply fighting for is with the demand for justice. As I alluded earlier on, these women were abducted. These women were tortured. These women were sexually assaulted. Who on earth would want that thing to go unpunished for? So we want the perpetrators to be brought to book. That is our concern. And that is our cry as the young people of Zimbabwe.
Okay. Are you going to demonstrate?
Well, the issues of strategies and what to do cannot be shared by the public because we are dealing with a ruthless regime. Once we share our plans, it becomes unnecessary because it will be thwarted. We might be abducted before executing the plan because that is what they are meant to do. So we will never share with the public what we are going to do. But of course, I want to assure you that we are going to respond politically, and we are clear on that. Yeah, thank you, comrade.